This is Local 4 News This Morning.
Good Friday morning to you. I'm Alexandria Ikomoni.
And I'm Redrick Terry. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News This Morning. The seasons will soon be changing, but the effects of winter could still hang on for a while.
The National Weather Service says this year's snow will lead to a lot more flooding. The service publishes a flooding forecast every spring. Our local agency says this year's outlook looks pretty bad. Local 4's Grace Runkle has more on their prediction.
I think we're going to have a pretty busy spring.
Almost non-stop winter weather.
It's just been kind of storm after storm.
Has National Weather Service hydrologist Jessica Brooks forecasting a very flooded spring.
Not only just on the Mississippi River, but along all of our tributary rivers as well.
As snow and ice melt, the water levels rise. But Brooks says a lot of the flooding in the Quad Cities is determined by snow in the Twin Cities.
All that water equivalent has to come down through here. So the probabilities are really high for at least minor flooding pretty much across the whole region.
To put that into perspective, during a normal year, there's a 20% chance of reaching major flood stage at the Rock Island Arsenal.
This year we're about an 80% chance to reach that level.
That could mean flooded roads, flooded homes, and because the ground is so wet, delayed planting for farmers.
It's all saturated. Nothing's going to soak in.
So when will we start seeing the impact? It could be this weekend. Our team of meteorologists are predicting more rain.
We could see some rising levels on the rivers this weekend, maybe even some ice breakup on the rivers, so the ice jam potential is still there.
We already saw ice jams earlier this month near Kelowna. Brooks says those are another main cause of flooding, and they're harder to predict. Grace Runkle, Local 4 News.
Brooks says at this point, the only factor that could help decrease flood potential is a gradual warm-up. She says the slower the snow melts, the fewer the floods.
A Rock Island school is putting a new focus on fighting hunger within its walls. Administrators at Earl Hansen Elementary School in Rock Island are on a mission to expand their food pantry.
The project was inspired by Rock Island High School students when they started their resource room in 2017. Families can stop by to pick up things like clothes and hygiene products. Organizers at Hansen want to help more families. Local 4's Dahera Rahman tells us how they plan to do that.
In a single parent home, and we were always struggling to make ends meet. There was a period of time where we were actually homeless.
Christiana Headley's life experiences have brought her here.
We did have to rely on food pantries.
She started leading Earl Hansen Elementary's food pantry program this year. It's a partnership between the school and her church called The House.
Something I really loved about this project in particular is that it's in a school, and so it's helping families. And so we may have 10 families that come through, but it may impact 25 people.
In August, they began ramping up efforts to reach more families. It's actually the primary goal of Alexandria Andrews' new job here.
When they first gave me the position at Earl Hansen, the principal said, this is what I want you to focus on.
Items are supplied by the River Bend Food Bank, which indicates that 1 in 5 kids on both sides of the river is missing meals.
Whatever we can do to help make the home life easier, it'll also make the school life easier.
Andrews hopes this familiar setting will help more families feel more comfortable.
I want it to be something that is normalized. I don't want any family to feel like they can't that week say we need to stop by.
Something Eva Geider went through with her daughter.
If you need help, you need help. And that's it. You working doubles, which she does, and we need help.
The program has already gone from single to double digits this year, but the goal is 10% of the student body.
Principal here, Mr. Logan, would love to see 30 families.
It's not a lengthy process. It's something that is here for you, and we welcome you.
Dahera Rahman, Local 4 News.
Hansen Elementary's food pantry runs every first and third Thursday of the month from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. Organizers say they can also provide food for families who prefer to eat organic or gluten-free.
The NFL season ended earlier this month, but football is now heating up in the Quad Cities again.
The Steam Wheelers return for a second year, and players are gearing up for their first game tonight. Local 4's Andrea Medina joins us live at the TaxSlayer Center. And Andrea, what can people expect this season?
Hi guys, good morning. The team is ready to hit the ground running, and while this is their second year back, it is going to be their first time to be being part of the Indoor Football League. And to talk to us more about that, I'm here with team owner Doug Bland. Now Doug, what opportunities and challenges does it bring being part of the IFL now?
Well, obviously the competition level is higher. You know, most of the teams in IFL have been around for 20 plus years, so they're very established and very successful. So, you know, we had to step our game up to that level to try to compete with these guys.
Absolutely. So for someone who's never been to an indoor football game, what can people expect this season?
Indoor football is an amazing, what I like to say, it's like a rock concert meets a football game. So, I mean, it's constant, high scoring, fast pace, amazing opportunity for the fans to engage with the players. You know, the kids have a great time with the dance cam and all the stuff that we have going on. So you don't really need to be a diehard football fan to come and have a great time at one of our Steamwheelers games.
Oh, well, I'm already convinced. Now, of course, you know, we're really lucky here in the state of Illinois that we have the Bears, and then we also have the Steamwheelers. I mean, let's kind of talk a little bit more about that. How lucky are we to have this arena and then having the Steamwheelers out here?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, we take things for granted. People don't realize how gifted the Quad Cities is to have one of only 2 pro football teams in the whole state, the Bears and the Quad City Steamwheelers, and then an arena this amazing. I mean, the Taxslayer Center, you know, a 9,500 seat arena that's state of the art. I mean, it's 20 years old, but it looks like it was built yesterday. So I mean, it's an amazing facility, and when people come out, tickets start as low as $10. So I mean, it's cheap as you can go to a movie for and be entertained for 2.5 hours. So
absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Now, what else can people expect this season? I know there's a lot in store for them.
We're, like I said, be a part of the IFL, which is going to be a great thing. Some of the rivalries like the Iowa Barnstormers, Arizona Rattlers, the Green Bay Blizzard, those are all guys that are going to be coming and playing us. Top-notch level football players. Guys are just on the cusp of making those 53-man NFL rosters. They're all going to be here playing and representing the Quad Cities.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Doug. And it's definitely going to be worth your time, guys. So make sure you guys come out here for their opening game. And, of course, coming up in about 30 minutes, we're going to actually talk to a high school coach and talk to him more about what it means having the Steamwheelers here and what it means to his students. So make sure you guys switch over to Fox 18 News at 7 for more. Back to you guys.
All right, Andrea, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to this season.
Yes, I am very excited for this. I'm going to be there tonight, so I am supremely excited. It's the first game in over a decade.
It's a lot of fun.
Wow.
Their coach is a former NFL player.
Oh, cool.
I mean, they got men that have played some in the NFL, or kind of like Doug was saying, almost in the NFL. I mean, this especially this new league is top tier.
Yeah, when he was talking about some of the teams that are going to be here, Iowa Barnstormers, Green Bay, this is going to be some good stuff.
It is. I'm excited for it.
Yes.
Yeah. Football. All right. Doesn't feel like football season by any means. It's cold outside, 20 degrees. That's the greatest part about indoor football. 72 and clear inside the Taxslayer. And temperatures will be warming up some tomorrow. Today, though, going to be the best day because of all the sunshine. So enjoy it.
We will look forward to that too. Let's look forward to the next day or so.
Yeah.
Then after that,
yeah. Even though it's raining tomorrow, at least it's warmer. So no. Okay. He's an expert anyway, so.
Thanks.
Coming up, the Rock Island Rocks get past Edwardsville, who came up big for the Lady Rocks in the sectional championship.
The Rocks, baby. Dan Vasco has that more next in sports.
I think he's from Rock Island. The time now is 6:40. You're watching Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Frederick Terry, Alexandria Ikomoni, and meteorologist Ash Simpson. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.